Hey guys, my name is Phillip Lopez with Niches, a.k.a. Uncle Phil with Niches Be Crazy, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick review of a product called Digital Profit Machine. Now this is a product by Nick Ponte, Tom Gaddis, and a guy that's new to me named David Sprague. This product has to do with reputation marketing, not reputation management, as he put it. He actually coined that term. I don't know if that's a thing, but I thought it was pretty clever. So you'll see what it is in the product. And if you want to just go check this out, guys, go check out the sales page before I get into all this. Just go to the link in the description area below. You'll see something related to Digital Profit Machine. Now, what this has to do with is basically selling a simple service. You can make up to $300 per month and beyond with this one service. Well, this one collection of this one service, this reputation marketing that he talks about. It's pretty genius, guys. It's breaking this stuff down and charging for the separate parts of it, but it all helps your customers, right? Now, let's go over, and I just want to show you that I actually bought this and paid for it myself, guys. Here it is. It's the Offline Sharks that's Nick Ponte and Tom Gaddis, and they teamed up with David. And you can see this is actually $27.03 right here. I think right now, as of this moment, it's 3:51 p.m. on June 27th. It's actually $27.08 or something. It's about 27 bucks. It'll go up a little bit over this weekend, and then after launch, it's going to be it could be up to like 197. I don't remember exactly how that's going to work out, but I know they usually end up raising their prices after launch. If you look here, guys, there's a subscription. So basically, you're paying for the first year, and then after that's going to be like $49 per year. I think that's what it was. What this is it's a training plus a software. Let me show you the actual members area, then we'll go over to the sales page. It's a training here, you see, right? There's a lot of videos, and all these videos are very detailed. David does the majority of the videos. He's the main guy in this product. Tom and Nick are really just launch partners, and there's also there's a software to go along with this, which this software is pretty cool. It's right here, Rep Finder. Pretty cool. I'll show you some results that I got from the software as far as what it spit out and why this is going to help you with prospecting and closing clients. Okay, I want to go over to the sales page, and we'll go over the funnel too, exactly what upsells are in this as well. But the funnel is here. So like if you look here, it talks about, I'm going to scroll all the way to the top, 24-hour price reach, whatever. Great foot in the door service, guys. You can offer this as a free service, or you can offer this as a paid service. Some of the things that they mentioned in this product, and then you can have a recurring service as well. It's all tied in together, and it can be something that you put on top of another offer that you have. Let's say you're doing Facebook ads management, SEO, or something else that's a recurring service of yours. For instance, I'm doing SMS marketing with local businesses, and then we're also doing social media. So you can actually put this on top of that, and it all ties in together because it all starts with reputation, with brand marketing, right? And that's really what David talks about in this product, is actually making a great brand. One of the things David talks about is getting more reviews for local businesses. And it's very relevant because like when you go to Amazon or you go anywhere, you actually check reviews, right? Let's say that you're going to buy a product. I bought my Huawei Pro. A good buddy of mine recommended it. Best phone I've ever had, right? My good buddy David Kavanaugh recommended it, and I was kind of it's been a while since I bought a phone outright. I usually pay for it with whatever service I'm using, and I just didn't like the ones that I had for the monthly option or whatever, right? So I bought it from China, and I was really, really skeptical. But what I did is I went to Amazon. I looked at the reviews, and there were a ton of reviews from the Huawei sellers, whatever sellers it was. I don't even remember where it was. Great reviews, people saying they love the phone. And of course, you're going to have your 1 stars and whatnot. That always happens. But like there was thousands and thousands of people saying, hey, this is a great phone. The seller did a great job. And the same thing goes with local marketing, guys. They need to, restaurants, barbershops, all these places, it doesn't really matter. Pest control, HVAC, bad review can and how you respond to them is really what makes a difference between people buying from you and not, right? So if I see somebody has a bad 1-star review at one place, but then I see that the owner went in there and like said, hey, we're sorry for your experience, we do our best to blah blah blah, and that's what David talks about in this product. You'll see there's even scripts for you to use this stuff and offer this as a service. It talks about, hey, you need to respond to good and bad reviews, and that's something that you could offer as a service, right? Now I'm just kind of like telling you like I'm being very general with what I'm telling you, but he goes way into the product, and I think it's just very, very smart. It all starts with the branding of a business, and that's something that can be fixed or can be enhanced by getting more good reviews, right? So that's really what this product, what's something that's included in this product, or the big part of this product, and why it's so effective is because if you're sending PPC, if you're sending social media, if you're sending whatever traffic or whatever people you're sending, from wherever they're coming from, if you're sending them to your business and your business has great reviews, it's only going to help them. It's only gonna help. So, all right, so let's get back into it, guys. I kind of rambled on there. Here's a sales page. Talks about, you wouldn't throw a man drowning 20 feet in the water a 10-foot rope, right? Pretty smart, because basically this is about getting pinpoint accuracy on what you want to offer somebody, and then you can upsell them, right? With things they need. Talks about no door knocking, no cold calling, blah blah blah, no bothering friends, no mass emailing. You don't have to use woodpecker, Mailshake, and all this stuff. I've done this stuff myself. Ringless. You don't have to use ringless voicemail. This is about getting very targeted with your prospecting, and I just think it's brilliant. I really do. So I won't go too much into this. It's talking about 1, 2, 3 steps here, and I think you'll see it here in a little bit, or I may have passed it. Anyways, you will be emailing or contacting people via Facebook Messenger or giving them a phone call, whatever you want to do. The thing is that when you call them, you're going to be so targeted as to what you want to offer them, and I'll show you why. So let's take a look at I showed you the members area, right? The members area is great training, great scripts, and then you'll see access to your software, the Rep Finder software, in a separate email from the one that you purchased with. So let's go over to the software, right? Let's take a look at it. There's a sales page, guys. I'll show you the funnel here in a little bit. But if we go over to the Rep software. Okay, guys, so it took a little bit to load up. And here's the software. And here's why it's brilliant, guys. There are other softwares out there where you can get lead finding and stuff like this. But I have not seen one personally like this one. All right, so I'm going to show you what you do. So let's say that you're looking for... now, David actually looks for roofers in his example. But I'm going to look for, and just going off the top of my head, let's look for people that are doing pest control. All right. I live in Cedar Hill, so let's look for people in Cedar Hill, all right? And I guarantee you it's going to be somebody that could use some help. Now, guys, I will warn you of one thing, is that there's a possibility, depending if you get one of the upgrades, you may need, or even if you use this alone, you may need to use what's called proxies. Basically, what that does is, if you need to use them, it's going to be because there's certain parts that will not show up if you don't use proxies. That's the best way I'm going to put that. But you don't need them to find out a good portion of the information you need. All right, so let's go ahead and hit find leads. I'm probably gonna have to pause this for a second, because it does take a while, right, guys? This is not an overnight thing. This is a thing where you get up in the morning, you set it to search for stuff, guys. You don't use this software with impunity, right? You can see up here, what's it called? That it says your lead cost, right? List cost $168, so it's already pulling people in, right? Let me show you why this is really, really, really useful, right? So you get the name of the company, you get their address, you get their city, you get their country, and after a while. And let me show you, I was talking about that proxies thing. What happens is you see how many citations they have. Now, if you're not familiar, citations are basically when you find, the name, address, and phone number for a company somewhere on the internet, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's on Yelp or Foursquare or anything like that. It just means that it's somewhere on the internet. It could be a press release, something of that sort. So if you look here, guys, you can see a couple of these people have 0 citations, right? What happens is that when you're not using proxies, eventually these citations will go down to 0, because that's what you need the proxies for. You need to use the proxies, basically a different IP, in order to find out that information. You can still find out this other stuff, but the citations you will not see after it pulls up maybe 10 to 20 of them. So that's just a little something, guys. If it's getting too techie, then I'm sorry, but it's just something that David can explain a little bit better in the product. As you can see, they're still pulling up, so I'm just going to pause it right there. This is so valuable, guys. I'm going to show you, right? So right here, you have this stuff that's on Google, guys. It's just pulling this information into the software. By the way, this works on both Mac and PC, which is really cool. I'm using a Mac myself. There are some things you have to do. You have to get a new version of the JavaScript. If you don't have that on there, you'll have to download it. They show you where to go. And then you also, on a Mac, you'll have to allow, you have to do something where you allow the security, you're allowed to allow it to open apps outside of the Apple Store, stuff like that, guys. Basically from a third-party source, okay? They show you how to do that too. All right, so if you look here, guys, let me show you this valuable information. So first things first, if you look here, the name, address, city, zip code, you can see their website URL, you can see their phone number, you can see how many citations they have, you can see, the first category, this is just basically what niche it is. You can see their Google My Business profile, right? And here's what's cool. You can see whether their Google My Business is owned or not. So this means that, like guys that have you can check it for yourself, right? It's going to mean that they don't have their Google My Business listing claimed. So that's a service right there you can get on its own, right, guys, right? And this is why there's so many angles to this, right? Is because you look over here, they don't have any citations. That means that you could help them possibly rank with SEO, with local SEO, by getting them some citations. And David mentions this in the product, but guys, you can go on Fiverr and buy citations for them, and it's just brilliant, guys. You're basically playing something called arbitrage. If you're not familiar, it's buying one thing at a certain price and selling it for a higher price. That's all it is, right? You can do that with physical products. You can do that with digital products. You can do this with this service right here. Now, if you look on here, you can also see that they have 11 reviews, whatever. You can see their average Google review. But the thing is, guys, now here's one thing that David made very clear in the software, in the training, is that if you go to a business and they have reviews from like over a year ago, are they really that valuable? You might not even, the place might not even be open, right? So if you don't have reviews coming in every month, that's not a good thing, right? That's a bad thing. So you can actually help. They show you how to help businesses get reviews, which is really smart. There's a very simple way to do that here, and I really liked it, right? So if you look here, guys, you see the Google My Business score, but look at this, Google bad reviews, right, guys? And not only that, guys, so there is still processing a couple of things. Let's let it keep running for a little bit. If you look here, it says Google good reviews, right? And here's the thing, guys, if you go to the Google My Business page, which you can over here, it has a link to all this stuff. It's all tied in together in this little software. Guys, you can go to the Google My Business page. If they're not answering reviews, that's a service. That's the $300 per month service, right? You offer like, hey, let me answer the reviews, and they give you the scripts on what to use, and it's really cool because you don't just answer good reviews, you answer bad reviews in a very professional way. Here's another thing, guys. I've seen people answering these, and they get mad. The owner gets mad. How does that look to the people that are looking at your business when the owner gets all frazzled by one person, right? They get all frazzled by somebody saying, oh, I didn't like the service I had, right? I didn't like this or that. And then the owner either never responds or never says anything, right? It doesn't matter what people say. If you don't respond, you're leaving it to other people's judgment as to whether this business is a good business, right? If they don't answer to bad reviews or good reviews, you're leaving money on the table because you could be getting people to take the next step, right? You could be getting people onto an SMS list like what I'm doing with the restaurant. You could be like saying, hey, I'm sorry for your I'm sorry you experienced that with our business. Maybe you can give us another shot. By the way, guys, next time you come in, you can get a 15% off if you just text blah 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 to blah blah blah. Like, and then you can get people onto the list, and you might turn a bad review into a really good review. So that's why I think this is really smart, guys. So there's more to this. It even shows you the Google reviewer, the bad person or whatever. This is all fodder for your prospecting emails, guys. You say, hey, I saw this person left this review and nobody answered it, right? So that's something that you could use, right? So over here, you can even see good Google reviewers, but let's say they have too few. You can be like, hey, I saw this person left a great review, but I noticed that you haven't had any reviews in the last 30 days. Look at this right here, guys. Reviews in the last 30 days, 0, 1. Like one of them is doing well. And then you can see over here, here's another angle. Bad reviews compared to good reviews. 25% of them are bad. And here's an even greater angle, guys, is that bad reviews in the top 10. So if somebody goes to your page and they click on reviews, which is something that I do, and it's possible that you do it too. Like if you go to one of these and you see a bad review, right now this is actually not that bad for some of these guys. You can go and look at it. It could be that they just don't have a lot of reviews, right? But if you say, hey, I see there's a bad review, I can help you push that thing down, right? How do you push bad reviews down? You do it by getting good reviews for them. And if they don't have any reviews in the last 30 days, they probably having a hard time doing that, right? If they're getting good high scores whenever people, or a high Google My Business score, but they're not getting reviews in the last 30 days, they could use some help, right? So that's an angle that you can use when you message these people, right? No matter where you message them, all right? That's why I think this is really valuable, guys. You're leading with value, right? You're leading with saying, with value. You're starting with a pain point and you lead with value, because you can be like, hey, I saw that you don't have any reviews in the last 30 days, and the ones that you do have, you have one person in the top 10 saying how bad it is, and nobody responded. Of course, you don't have to get that crazy about it or that animated about it, but you're like, hey, I can help you with this, right? Even if you say, hey, I can answer a couple of these for free, starting off, that could be a foot in the door right there, guys. And then you say, hey, I'll do 1 month for free, whatever it is to get your foot in the door, guys. I'm not saying you have to do that. In fact, David has some recommendations as to what free stuff you should give away. But I just think this is brilliant, guys. So that's pretty much it for the software, guys. I think right now I'm looking at it, and as you can see, this one had 31 reviews, only 1% bad review. You probably wouldn't contact those people, but let's say they had someone in the top 10, or they had reviews that they weren't responding to, right? You could actually say, hey, I can respond to these reviews. That's only going to help you, because it's only going to help them, because then they don't have to do that, right? The owner's probably pretty busy, and if they're not responding to reviews, then they're leaving money on the table. They really are. They're leaving money on the table. They're leaving like a possibility of putting some good branding out there on the table, and that could be the service that you offer for a monthly fee. And let's look at the funnel, guys. Let's take a look at the funnel. So this is a product. It's $27 or so right now. It'll probably go up to the $30 range closer to the end of launch, and then after that, it's going to be. Oh, so here we go. This is the funnel, guys. See, I'm just being completely honest. This is straight from the JV page, guys. You see, it's $27. Saturday $27.28. They put it on a price freeze, but really it's only $1 price freeze or whatever. And then on Monday it's going to be $30. And then after that, I believe it's going up to $197 if I'm not mistaken. After that, guys, it's going to be the upgrade sales package marketing pack. What I saw from this is extra sales material they can use, done for you kind of material, and also you get, instead of just doing one city, guys, you can actually use up to 4 cities. You can search 4 cities with the Rep Finder software. Pretty cool. There's a downsold version of that. I have not seen that, guys. It just means it's probably going to be like 2 cities instead of 4, something like that. I bought this, but I only bought the front end. Now, I actually bought this sometime back when it was only $27, and it's a really cool theme that we use on our website. Okay, guys, so here is my agency website. It's called Marketing Dudes, me and my buddy Mark Sullivan. And right here, guys, look, this is the actual thing here. It's a pretty cool, clean little theme. You can use it, guys. It's really easy to set up. This is actually what it is, right? Of course, we've modified it. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's really, really clean, easy to use. And if you're looking to, it's actually a social media agency type of theme, but you can use it for whatever you're doing, because we're not just doing social media. We're doing SMS, we're doing websites, stuff like that. So it's a really clean theme. It doesn't have like a million plugins, because once you start getting a million plugins in there, it's possible that some of them start clashing with each other. Let's go back over here and let's go to the funnel, guys. Now, that's upgrade 2, guys. It's $97. It's going to be $97 throughout the whole thing. And then the last thing is the Shark Alliance with the 20. So basically, it's a 2-day trial, and then it's $197 per month. Guys, basically the Sharks that's Tom Gaddis and Nick Ponte. They're sharing. They got a bunch of free software in there. Other like foot in the door kind of software. Other, it's basically their mastermind as well, or masterminding stuff. They really have a lot of stuff in there. I've had it before. I can't say I'm in it anymore, but I was in it for a while. And there's really good stuff there, and it's a $1 trial for 48 hours. You can check that out if you want. You can see if it's for you or not. But that's only going to be around during launch, as far as I know. That's how they usually do it. They'll put that on the back end, and then they'll try to get people in their membership, and they're always building that up. So you can take that on if you want to. That's completely up to you. I think it's an excellent product. If you want to go check out Digital Profit Machine, check out the link in the description below, guys. Excellent product. It's going to be lower price during launch, and then after that, I believe it's going up to $197. If not, it'll cap off at around $31, and then probably go up to $197 later. Anyways, guys, go get it. You can start offering this service. I think David says in as little as 72 hours, 3 days or so, you can start offering this as a service, and just see, guys, spend $27 and see if you can land a client that gets you $300 per month, or at least $300 up front. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and all that jazz. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.